Lee County leaders have activated its emergency operations center, only partially so, as they are now monitoring the storm. Our Brianna Brownlee is now live tonight on Fort Myers Beach, where the town there has set up a sandbag location, speaking to those continuing their preparations tonight. Hey, Bree.
Hey Nadine, yes, that is right. We are here in the sand pit, and it's located on Astaire Boulevard right behind Town Hall. Now, it's been really busy today, and I want to show you something. If you come out here, you will find a shovel, and you will actually find a little bit of sand left. However, what you won't find are bags. Now, that is something we have been noticing today. It's no bags in sight. Now, while we've been out here, I've been speaking to a few people, including some seasonal residents who have never experienced a storm like this before, as well as a couple who owns one of the oldest homes on Fort Myers Beach. Both couples told me the same thing. They are expecting the worst, but preparing for the best.
We know how to shovel snow, but not much experience with this.
Maria Cassell and her husband Ralph are snowbirds from New Jersey, who also have a home on Fort Myers Beach. Making their way into town Saturday night, now shoveling sand instead of snow.
We're trying to get the house all prepped up. We were coming just to spend a couple weeks and relax, but this is what we got.
Yes, instead of a day of relaxation, it was filled with multiple trips of getting sandbags and prepping their home for a storm they have never experienced before.
I know it sounds scary but exciting at the same time. So it's, we know what snowstorms are like. Let's see what this one is like.
Unlike the Cassells, for David and Monica Tizak, this is not their first rodeo.
We've been through Charlie and Wilma and Irma, and so, we're preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best.
The couple lives in a beachfront home, which is one of the oldest homes on Fort Myers Beach, built back in 1928.
It was built very strong then. It survived every storm, and, we're hopeful. I'm more concerned about my tiki hut.
That's not David's only concern. He tells me he is worried about the current track.
No one wants it to hit them, but everyone's always like somewhere else.
And as Ian approaches and grows stronger, both couples are hoping for the same outcome.
Hopefully it's going to miss us altogether. We will love to say we did it all for nothing.
Hopefully it just keeps going up the Gulf and passes us by.
Now, about an hour ago, I did see a few more people out here, and they did tell me that someone with the town did tell them that they will be refilling the pit tomorrow. However, they are expecting a long line. Live from Fort Myers Beach, Brianna Brownlee, Fox 4.
All right, Bree, thank you. Taking you north to Charlotte County tonight, leaders there have also activated their emergency operations center to a level 2. That's with limited staff. Charlotte County emergency management officials gave us a live update earlier. Their biggest concern is the potential for flooding and storm surge.
Especially with the storm, like I said, that moves from south to north, paralleling our coast, those storms can push water onto our shores in the form of storm surge. And that's one of the most critical and dangerous things when it comes to a storm. And again, the wind field for the storm is going to be large. We're going to feel the impacts of it, and we're already saturated. So any rainfall we get could cause some localized flooding.
And while emergency management leaders in Charlotte County are watching Ian closely, residents there also continue to get ready. Fox 4's Calvin Lewis shows us how.
A little fishing this morning, not hitting a thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's just good to be out here.
On the pier of the Port Charlotte Beach Park.
Now, slowly coming back.
It's never too late for a little fishing.
After the storms come through, it puts a lot of fresh water into the salt, so it kind of deadens up the fishing for a little while. So you get it in while you can, that way you can kind of sit and chill in case something goes wrong.
For Marshall Eskew and Timothy Panazzo, this Sunday morning brings an air of ease, but it hasn't been all relaxation for the two.
I was pretty nerved up, I think, Friday.
It was just like, at first it was like, oh great, here comes another storm. Then I heard it was supposed to be a 3, which you never know, with the water's being that warm, it could jump up to a 4 real quick. Then we got Charlie all over again.
The two, like many Floridians right now, have been prepping in case Tropical Storm Ian makes its course toward the state. A first time for Panazzo, who just moved to Port Charlotte with his wife from Wisconsin.
We've been prepping, and it's been kind of nice because the resources out there, the guides and all that, we're just following that and praying that, if that's going to be the best for what we do.
Prepping by gathering supplies and putting together a disaster supply kit in case of an emergency. The county is advising to stock up on things like water, canned goods, medications, and if you have any pets, pet food. Also, not forgetting to include a hand crank or battery-powered radio, and some spare gasoline.
We spent Thursday and Friday and part of yesterday